everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up. It's Cousins' Bears going up against Jameis Winston's Buccaneers.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. About 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. Going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play fake. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ryan Hewitt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Look at the dance and the juke.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Let's go now. Watch for Sonic. Switch. Sonic. Ready.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Space to run past the 20. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Brought in by Coates. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Jameis on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Winston. Throws it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Cousins now on second down. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Shifts by him. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception, Winston. And this one caught by Coates. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Jameis now on 1st down. The 20. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Final play of the half. Cousins being chased, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd down. That's Sparks. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And the Lions have scored to move in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. To throw is Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready. Blue lane. Let me go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0?